Hey, 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 welcome to my channel, Unbiased LLC. My name is Rachel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. But if you're a part of the Purple Patch Crew, baby, welcome in and let me stir you up. Happy Tuesday to everyone. I pray that your weekend and your work. Y'all, hold on. I hear feedback. Okay. Sorry about that. Um, where you at now? Okay, sorry. So today is Sew Up to Glow Up Tuesdays with your girl Unbiased. My name is Rachel. I'm sorry about that. I had some feedback in the background. And today is week 41 of season 3 of Sew Up to Glow Up Tuesdays. Today we will be making baby shower gifts. I'm gonna make I'm gonna attempt to make a arm pillow for the baby to rest on. Also, a baby burp cloth. And then I have a bonus that I'm going to try to make a pacifier holder. Um, I don't have all of the things that you may need for these projects, but I'm going to use what I got. And the reason why I'm showing you how to use what you got is so you don't be breaking the bank. Okay? Baby shower gifts do not have to be expensive. You can make them. You can make them yourself. I would suggest you use 100% cotton fabrics, any type of bamboo fabrics, bamboo cotton fabrics. I'm sorry. Try to stay away from polyester and wool because the babies don't like it, and polyester gets too hot. Okay. So you want the baby to be at the neck area or the head area to be able to breathe while he or she is laying on the pillow. And also, what else I was gonna say? Oh, I'm not feeling too well, you guys. For some reason, I think I'm trying to get a summertime cold, but baby, we're not claiming it. Okay. So what I want to do is take the time to speak to the people who have chose to come in this live and hang out with me for however long it is. Can't tell you how long it's gonna be, but welcome in. So Dips Designs, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Carol Coleman, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Smurth Creations, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss DB, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Kristen Sensei, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss April Jackson, if you nasty, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Beverly Marie, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Picture Me Crafting, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Karen G, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Hey, Simply Fab, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Lady Bear, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Safe travels, okay? Yes, Kristen, I am. Yes, I am. Hey, Blue Emerald, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. I'm gonna put that up there so they can see what you're talking about, Kristen, because you notice everything. I'm gonna start calling you the FBI of crafting. Okay? No, I'm not. I don't know, because I'm probably not gonna remember that. But for today, that's what your name is. That's what your name is. Okay. You made every cousin at least a baby blanket for. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Miss Lucille Boykins, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Deborah Garrett, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Elevate Artistry, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Steel Classy, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Capatra, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. And Miss Lisa Bell, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. I'm down to the bottom. Yes, I appreciate each and every one of you. So the fabric that I will be using today is 100% cotton. I found it at the thrift store. It is a valance, like for your curtains, like the curtains, the valance. And I assume it was for a child's room. It got elephants and giraffes and monkeys and whatever. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. At first I thought the little monkey thing was a little bit too much because it's on the thing it says monkeys over here and it got like an arrow. I mean, like, yeah, but anyway, don't worry about it. That's what we using. Okay. Hey, Blingin' Beezy, welcome in. Bernie Allen, welcome in. Miss D Smith, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for stopping by. Okay, Miss DB, sending prayers out to you and your nephew's family and everybody else. Okay, we'll appreciate you for stopping by, Queen. You just made my heart stop, girl. I mean, but I understand. And so I'm just gonna show you what I'm using and how we're going to do this. The reason I did not put any measurements in the description of this video is because you're gonna need to measure either yourself or the person who you're giving the gift to. Okay. And that's just that. So how many of you are right now? I know Lady Bear is driving, but the rest of you, are you near your craft room at this very moment? And do you do machine embroidery? I have a question for you. If you are near your craft room and you can go to your craft room and you do machine embroidery, let me know. Yes or no? Miss Beverly is at work. I understand, Queen. I won't be. Thank you so much, Bernie Allen. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. And so Kristen told y'all that I was wearing one of my flowers that I made. So I just have on this little simple blue jean dress. Y'all, I've been having this dress for, I know, every bit of 10 years. I got it from Sam's Club like 10 years ago. And guess what? Not a tear, not a scar, not a nothing on it. Okay? It got pockets. It got pockets. Oh, wait, I'm over here. Y'all over here. It got pockets. It's so comfortable. Like my absolute favorite jean dress that I've ever purchased in my life. Okay. 21 of my grandchildren, their first blankets. Wow. Smurf said yes. Okay, so for the ones in the chat that do embroider and that is near their craft room, I have a question. My question is, the embroidery thread that you purchase, no matter what brand it is, do you have a true navy blue color embroidery thread? No matter what brand you use, have you ever seen or used the true navy blue embroidery thread? And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm asking that question. Hey, Miss Marissa Dandridge, welcome in, Queen. Hey, Kelly Wyatt, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. And like I said, you guys, I'm not feeling my best. However, if I have to cough and I'm close enough to the button, I'm going to mute myself, okay? Y'all have. I have not. I have seen like a blue. So this is a navy blue sewing thread. This is the color that I'm asking about. I should go get the one that came in my thing. I don't have a true navy blue embroidery thread, but this is a blue, navy blue sewing thread. I'm gonna go get the other one. Y'all just give me a minute. Because the reason I say that is because I believe, this is just my beliefs, and I know for a fact that I've never used navy blue in any of my designs, but I needed it the other day, right? And all of my threads is in my little case and whatnot. I could not find navy blue. What I did find was a blue and several versions of blue. but not the true navy blue color. And in my belief, I believe that the Dallas Cowboys, they owner took it off the market. But y'all saying y'all see it. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Candy Levi, welcome in, Queen. You gonna look, but I thought I have one, but it's so navy that it's almost black. So yes, I've never, okay. I don't know, Lady Bear. Let me go get the one that I want y'all to see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 2 shakes in the cup. So this is what my package came with, and this is what they considered to be navy blue. Look at the difference. This is true navy blue. This is not navy blue. This is blue, and it's close to navy blue, but it's not navy. It's not the true navy blue. Yes, it has a shine on it because it's polyester thread and this is cotton thread, but it's still not the true navy blue. So I don't know. Hey, Miss Rosetta Cobb, welcome in, Queen. Hey, Greg Barker, welcome in, King. I appreciate you for being here. Don't hurt the harvest. Welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Closer to royal blue. Absolutely. Not deep enough. Yeah, no. But I want y'all to look, because I'm telling you, I believe that somebody took that off the market. Anywho, we ain't come here for that. We came here to sew a baby pillow. I apologize for, veering off to the left, but I just wanted to ask the crafting community, what they see, because I know what I've seen. And I didn't notice it until I had to do an order and they wanted navy blue. And I'm like, I don't have it. I don't have it. So, yeah, no, Kristen, no. So let's bring in the table, you guys, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. Hold on, this thing, I just did, okay, wait. I need this. No, I want this. Okay, so this is my table, and okay, I'm not going to be able to see the chat, but let me try to put it on this phone, you guys, just so I can see the chat. Hey, G Mama, welcome in, Queen. Hey, Nikki A, welcome in, Queen. Hey, Now Brown, welcome in, Queen. Now Brown says she is working, you guys. Hello to everyone. Okay, let me put it on this phone, you guys, and see if I can see the chat from here. Give me 1 second. If there is a feedback, let me know that you hear something in the background. I don't want that. I want to do this. Okay, let me know if you hear anything in the background. I have the chat pulled up now. Okay, so these are the curtains that I told you about. So if you look right here, if I can find the one in, they already have this hole for you to put your curtain rod in. Y'all see that? So these were balances. Hold on, this thing just did a. Okay, I needed to be able to. Hang on, check. Now who's calling my phone? Y'all, it seems like we're gonna have a day of distraction. Just bear with me, okay? So this is the curtain, and I'm gonna need 2 of these, right? So I just folded this over. And I got it because I was like, it's kind of cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then as I started looking at it, I'm like, I don't like it. But it's gonna do what it do, right? We're gonna use it for this. So what I want to do is Curious George. Oh, is that what that is, Kristen? The cartoon Curious George? Girl, I had no clue. I am not gonna. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, welcome in, Queen. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't even know that, Kristen. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, let me see if you can. Let me come back to this camera real quick. This is what you want to do. You want to take your measuring tape, okay, and go into the crevice of your arm, and you want to measure around your arm like this in that middle crease, because this is going to be the biggest part of your arm, okay? So if it fits this, it will come over your hand. So mine is measuring at 11 inches. But just to give me and maybe the person who's going to use it a little bit of room, I'm just going to add 2 more inches. So I'm going to do mine. No, I'm probably going to do it at 15. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's going to be stuffed with polyfill. So you want to be able to get it onto the arm, okay? Now, so if you take this round part and measure that, you also want to take and measure, not from my hand, but I'm going to hold it, but you want to measure like the length of your arm, okay? You want to measure the length of your arm. Mine is measuring, I can say at 11 and a half from about my wrist up to the crease and beyond, just a little bit, okay? So those are the 2 measurements that you're going to take. So since mine is like 11 and a half in length, I'm going to cut my fabric 22 inches. I'm sorry, wait. 11 plus 11 is 22. So I'm going to add 2 more inches. So I'm going to cut it 24 inches, and then I'm going to cut the width by 15, okay? So 22 by 15. So measure yours, find out what measurements you need or the person who's going to be using it needs, and cut it according to that. Now, if you're going to try to make this and use it generically, I would say probably go with about 14 inches in width and still maybe 22 to 24 inches in length. I don't know, because I don't know I'm short, so I'm assuming my arms are short, okay? So let's get back to the table. Hi, Big Rooster. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, London Kim, welcome in, Queen. If there's anybody that came in and I missed saying hello to you, welcome in. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, and then I got a message in my email, and I'm not sure if the person is in the chat, but if you are, you asked me to show how to measure correctly on the fabric, okay? So if you have a cutting mat, you can use your cutting mat as a measuring board, because they have dimensions on here, right? The way that I cut my fabric, I'm going to show you in just a second. I was taught that you either use the cutting board for all of your measurements for that one particular project, or you use your ruler for every cut that you make for that one particular project, okay? What does that mean? That means that you need your fabric to be even, whether it's crossways or what ways, you just need it to be even. Even is like this, the bottom or the top. And the reason I'm using the bottom to be even is because this is the top of the curtain, and I'm going to end up cutting that off. So my measurements will start where the rod is supposed to be, the ending of that, which I don't know if you can see the stitches, but they are right here, okay? So I'm gonna make sure that the bottom of my fabric is even. I'm gonna use my little paperweight. And you can do this on the front side of your fabric, or you can flip it and do your measurements on the outside. I mean, underneath your fabric, like on the, you know, whatever that side is called, the ugly side. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to be doing, okay? So the width of my fabric is going to be 15. So I'm going to stop at this very bottom where the seam is on the curtains, okay? Let me shift this a little bit. You can pin it to keep your fabrics, from shifting, or use your paperweight. So this is my 15, okay? From here, oh, y'all can't see all of it. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. So 15 from here to here. And so what I'm going to do is, at the top, I'm just going to draw a line, the length of my ruler, the width of my ruler, okay? 15. Then I'm going to move my ruler over, come down to the 15 again, and then I'm going to draw another line, the width of my ruler. And then I'm going to do it again for the last time, okay? Now, I have my 15 inches. I probably need a bigger ruler. So, for my arm, the length of my arm, I need 22 twice. So, I need 44 inches of fabric, okay? I am going to use this edge that's folded. This is 18. Let me get my bigger ruler. Hold on, because I don't want to confuse anybody. Hold on, let me get the bigger ruler. And if I missed you coming in, welcome. So let me just switch the ruler. All right, so with this one, I need 22. Oh, I only have 20. So we just gonna go with 20 on this one, y'all. It's gonna be okay. I promise you. So I'm gonna mark the 20 here. And then what I'm going to do is take my ruler, line up this, and line up this. You may not be able to see it because the lines are black. I'm lining up this line, and then I am going to make sure the bottom of my ruler is even with the bottom of the curtain, or the thing that I'm working on. So your point of measurements are the line on the ruler. So make sure you have the horizontal line even with the bottom of your fabric. Make sure that your vertical lines are even, okay? And then I'm just going to draw a line all the way down. And I'm just using a regular pen, because normally I use children's chalk, but you won't be able to see it. So that is my vertical line, okay? I'm going to turn my fabric around, and I'm going to take those 3 lines that I drew with the other ruler, line those up, which it don't look like it's too much even, but I'm going to even it out with the bottom of my ruler. okay? And I'm just going to draw a line all the way across. And so let me just check this measurement right here. Yeah, it says 15. I think the curtains are out of whack. It says 15. All right, so now I'm just going to put my ruler back and I'm going to cut this. Just like that. And then I'm going to turn it this way, line my ruler up, and cut this way. And then I'm going to take my scissors and slice it in the middle. Or down the middle. And so now I have two panels, the front and the back, 15 by 20, because I didn't do 22. So mine's going to be a little short. Directional fabric, make sure they're going in the same direction. Make sure they are going in the same direction. So that's what I have for the arm pillow, okay? So now what I want to do is I'm going to use the top part of the valance, okay? Let me see if I'm missing anybody in the chat. Is that the Curious George? That's what Kristen says. Hey, Miss Pescatarian Garden. Welcome in, Queen. Greg Barker, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months, King. I appreciate you for being here. Let me see. Hey, Miss Design with Emma. Welcome in, Queen. Hey, Taylor Made Designs. Welcome in, Queen. Y'all, I didn't even know this was Curious George. I don't have small children, so I didn't know. Let me just make sure. I'm still looking to see if I missed anybody. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Hey, Small Fry Designs, girl. I've been watching you on Tickety Top, and baby, I did not know that you did all of those things with those dolls. Y'all have to go check that out. Y'all have to go check it out. Baby, you are phenomenal. Okay. So the rest of the top of the curtain is about 4.5 inches wide. Okay. You can cut yours 4 inches evenly. I'm just going to use this because why not? It's already done for me. The only thing I want to do is take my length. So I'm going to do mine about, and I'm doing it 17 inches. I'm going to just do it the length of my ruler, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because I don't have the proper clamps that you need for the pacifier holder, okay? So if you buy the materials that you need to make the pacifier holder, then you won't have to do this. But I'm using what I have, and so therefore, this is what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut this. So your length will probably be 4 inches wide by 10 or 11. It just depends on you, okay? And how long you want this to hang off of the baby. So I'm gonna go ahead on and put my iron on so that I can iron that down. And as the iron is getting hot, I will cut for the baby burp cloth, okay? So I have 2 regular bath wash cloths, and they are brand new. I did wash them one time just because that's how I do. When I buy them from the store, the first thing I do is put them in the washing machine. Hey, Angie, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Hey, Making with Marilyn, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. 2 regular washcloths, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the edge of this right here, and then sew them together. This does not have to be perfect, which I just don't want this to be agitating the baby, because you're going to feel and see this part. And I didn't measure anything. I just want the edge to be cut off, okay? So then I'm just going to do it on this side as well. And you see how wonky this is? So you want to have a clean edge. All right. So what I'm going to do is, when we get to the sewing machine, I am going to take this towel and this towel, line them up together, and just zigzag down this seam so that they can be joined together, right? So now what I want to do is measure from this end all the way down to this end, because that's going to be the length of my burp cloth. My burp cloth is what I'm trying to say. Let me move this, what I have ready already. Okay, so I'm just going to take another piece of my curtain, and I'm probably, let me flip this over, and then I'm just going to lay them side by side, giving them a little bit of seam allowance. Don't cut the same dimensions of the towel. Leave yourself about 1/2 inch seam allowance, okay? So when you flip it, you'll have room to turn it over, all right? So this is going to be the length of my burp cloth, somewhat. And I'm just going to cut it. And I'm giving myself about 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around. Now you can measure this and make sure you have 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around, but I'm not. And I'm going to cut the seams that's already on here, because I don't want this to be thick. Okay. Do we have any questions so far? So let me move this. I'm going to turn this around and cut the seams off of this as well. Oh, and I know what our next sewing challenge is going to be. Nobody voted on the community post that I put up. So I have decided to do what I want to do, since y'all didn't say nothing. And I'm going to share that with y'all in the next week or so, what we will be doing. And then I'm going to put the video up or whatever. And whoever would like to do the sewing challenge, my pleasure. Okay. So this is what we have. So now when I go to the sewing machine, and make sure you just lay these flat close together and do a zigzag stitch all the way around. And then we will sew the burp cloth together. Now you can use the terry towels and, you know, all of those different things. I'm using regular bath towels because that's what I have available to me. Okay. And so let's iron our pacifier holder thingamajig. Did anybody shop for Prime, Amazon Prime this week? So I'm just going to fold this in half. I'm going to make a crease. And then make a crease again. So you just fold it in half again. You can kind of starch this down if you would like, but I'm not doing all that. I'm just going to fold it again. And then once it's like that, you fold it again onto itself. So you would end up with about an inch in width or so, maybe a little over an inch in width for this pacifier holder. All right, and I'm just going to pin this down just so it'll stay still, or clip it. So when I take it to the sewing machine, it won't move on me. And then on one end, no matter which end that you use, I want you to take it, open this up, and then fold this down on itself, and then fold it in half again. And I'm going to pin this one. Okay. And so I have my cam snap little tool, and then I'm gonna tell you the size of the snaps that I'm using. I left my paper in here just in case anybody wanted to know. These are 16. Is that 7? 1 and 16, I believe. Yep, 1 and 16. So they 16, 1 and 16, 1.1 centimeters around. So these are the cam snaps that I'm going to be using, which is this, the white ones. And I picked that up at Walmart a long time ago, okay? And so I'm going to be using this thing to close it up. That's going to be for our pacifier holder, okay? When we get to that part. Okay, y'all ready to go to the sewing machine or not? Let me know. Hey, Jesse, welcome in, King. I appreciate you for being here. Hey, Miss Evelyn Warner, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Coretta Dangerfield, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. So much for one-day delivery. Some things took 2 days. Yeah, you know what? Mine got my shipment, y'all, got delayed. So mine won't be here till Thursday. I believe they said that there was an incident, so I'm assuming that there was an accident. And I just hope that they find all of my boxes and whatnot. Okay. Hey, Miss Josette, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, wait, let me put me over here. Okay, I'm back over here, y'all. I'm just going up in the chat, you guys, just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And I still may miss you. I apologize, right? But I appreciate you for being here. So we are going to get ready to go. We're going to bring in the sewing machine. But right now, y'all, they got some weird setups on StreamYard now. So it is what it is. All right. So I got my heavy duty single. All I need to do is pull my thread through because I was changing the color of the thread. The reason I'm going with white is because that's what they already had on the curtains. And so I was like, well, I'll just kind of match it, even though y'all know white is my thing, my go-to anyway. Because I'm lazy and I don't be feeling like changing the thread all the time. Do y'all want to see what I created this weekend? It took me 2 days to do it. 2 days. I was ready to just like give it up. And I forgot to put something on it. And so therefore I'm going to have to, how they say, nigger rig it. I'm going to have to nigger rig it, y'all. But it's mine. And so I'm okay with it. I have my 1/4-inch foot on because to me it's easy to sew straight lines with the 1/4-inch foot. Don't ask me why, but it is. Hey, 755 Media Miss 2K in the building. Welcome in, Queen. Y'all congratulate 755 Media on hitting 2K subscribers on YouTube. It's been a long time coming, and I am so proud and so happy for you, sis. Congratulations. Wait, let me stir you up, girl. What you mean? What you mean? Stir 755 up in the chat. Hey, Miss Linda Talbert. Welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Yes, Evelyn. I'm going to have to nigger rig it. Okay, 755. I see you with the purple hearts. They sent me a wrong item the one day I got something. So I got, oh, Kelly, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that, Queen. But you got to keep the item and you got your money back. Is it something that you need? Or you could have left it at the store. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do, you guys, I'm gonna just go ahead on and get this pacifier holder out of the way because it's simple. Everything is really simple, but so with this folded edge, so what I did was I folded the fabric. So this is my 2, and then I folded it down, and then I folded it down like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put like a little stitch right here and a little stitch right here, okay? And then I'm going to sew all the way down straight, leaving this end open, and then sew all the way down straight. Do not sew this bottom edge, okay? I really want to cut this off because it's so thick down here. I don't need it. Let me cut this off. That's where the seam was already created on the curtains. All right. Hey, Miss Geneva Coleman. Welcome in, Queen. Oh, you had to send the item back? Oh, they stingy. Kelly, they stingy. Oh, my goodness. They made you send it back. Wow. Okay. So just do a little stitch. I mean, like 1, 2. This is my stitch length is 2.5. My tension is at a 3 and 3.5, and so it's in between the 3 and the 4. And I have a straight stitch. And I'm saying 1, 2. Look, 1, 2, and back stitch, and take it off. And then you're gonna do the front side the same way. Uh-oh. Okay, then I'm gonna lift my presser, put my needle down first, lift my presser foot up, and just turn my fabric. I had a question as well about the magnetic seam guide for the sewing machine. First of all, your sewing machine have to have metal or aluminum or whatever that is on the sewing machine for this to work. It has to be able to connect to the sewing machine. So like if you have a screw or something that this magnetic will be able to attach to, like sit up on and stay still, then you can use that. But this singer is all metal right here. So I can stick this like that. Okay. I'm just going to use this so that just in case, because they had people asking questions. Let me take the name off of, if I can. Y'all, I don't know how to take the name off, and I didn't tell it to put it up there, but it's up there. So let me just try to move it right here. Okay, so the little clicker is what you clamp your fabric down with. Okay, you can adjust it with this knob. You can make it tighter or looser depending on the thickness of your fabric. Okay, so I just want to make a straight line. I'm going to be using my 1/4 inch foot, and I am going to just sew a 1/4 inch onto this material. So I'm going to line this gauge up, make sure that it's straight. In the back of my machine back here, I can see 1/4 of an inch. The edge of this is even with the line in the back. Let me see if I can tilt my machine. Can y'all see those lines in the back? I don't know if you can see it, but this is even with the line right here on the side of my presser foot. Okay. Okay. And so I just need to adjust my needle because I didn't turn it in the right direction. Like when I did my pivot. All right. So what I'm going to do is make sure that this is not hitting your presser foot. I'm just tightening this down. I think it's to the right. Nope, that's lifting it. Okay, left is tightening it and right is loosening it up. All right. So all I'm going to do is start sewing because this is set up. My fabric is even with the guide. My presser foot is also even with the guide. Oh yeah, I can't see y'all comments. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go back. Okay, I believe I'm caught up with the chat. Okay, did I miss anything? Okay, no. So now all I have to do is keep my fabric together as I sew. That's it. So let me start my sewing. And y'all, this is thick. I should have had a lead, but I don't. Okay. And so I'm going to keep my fabric up against this guide, and then I'm still watching the edge of my presser foot. And I'm sewing sideways, so it's kind of, you know. You should have your sewing machine facing you at all times, but I'm trying to show y'all something. Okay, and I'm a back stitch, and then I'm gonna sew off. Take this off, cut the threads, and go back down on the other side if I can find. I always lose my nippers when I'm sewing, and then when I'm not sewing, I see them. Okay, so now I'm going to just flip my item because I've sewn on this side already, and I want to do the same exact thing. I'm going to lift this guide up. Don't move it. Just lift it up. Place your fabric underneath, just like that. Put your presser foot down and start sewing. Y'all, I gotta guide it because it's so thick. All right. And I'm done. And so now, if you want to continue to sew with this, you can. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it if you have any questions. Kristen, so did you, what, your machine, you know, how many stitches did it come with? Like 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, whatever. But let me just tell you this. The most used, oh, I'm gonna have to change my foot. The most used stitches are straight stitch, a zigzag stitch, and an overcast stitch. All of those other stitches, they just there for decorations if you want to decorate your garment. But I'm just going to say this too. In my opinion, unless you are doing something, like I would say maybe like Christmas or Thanksgiving or something like that, where you would want like those scallop edges from your sewing machine, you know, little decorative whatever on your garments, like the table runners or placemats or cup holders or whatever it is that you're sewing, then you can use those stitches. However, it takes a lot of thread for those decorative stitches. So if you're going to use the decorative stitches on your sewing machine, make sure that you have enough thread for the project that you're working on. Sometimes you will have to change your bobbin. It's not like embroidery where the stitches on top take up a lot of, you use a lot of thread and the bobbin is slowly turning. But with the sewing machine, the bobbin and the top thread is, you're going to lose a lot of thread. Not lose a lot of thread, but it takes a lot of thread to make those stitches appear on your sewing machine. And if you have a buttonhole foot, so your buttonhole stitch, if you have a buttonhole foot, this is your buttonhole stitch. This is my straight stitch. The only thing is I have 3 different straight stitches, Kristen. The first one that's in black is just my regular straight stitch, one line stitching. The blue one is going to be 2. It's going to double. The red is going to be 3. So if you read black, blue, and red, it's going to kind of tell you what the stitches are going to do. The red one are more dense stitches, so they're going to take up a lot more thread. And then on my single sewing machine, the red dowel, so I would have to turn my dowel to the red in order to use the red stitching on my machine. I would have to turn my dowel to the blue in order to use the blue stitches on my sewing machine. So if you look at the colors, you see how this is my zigzag stitch. This is my regular zigzag stitch in black. And when I move to the blue one, it gets heavier and it's going to apply more stitches. And then for my red, it's going to be even heavier and it's going to apply more stitches for my zigzag stitch. So, Kristen, I don't know, and all sewing machines are alike, except Singer does say, black, blue, and red. And let me see what my brother, Oh, my brother is computerized, so it tells me which stitch I need. I can't remember what the other brother does, if it have colors or if it's just numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 or something of that nature. But that's how you read the stitches on your sewing machine. I'm going off the limb. Hey, Jess Craft Therapy, welcome in, Queen. Minus the red one, so you only have 2. You have a black and a blue color, Kristen. What is that piece called that called for straight stitch? Miss Geneva, this is called, hold on, a magnetic sewing guide. So this magnetic part is inside of the guide, okay? This is for straight line stitching. So you see this bar is the straight part of the guide. This flap only holds your fabric down so that it doesn't move. I can tell you, you can put your fabric underneath here, but don't have this dial too tight, because what happens is it makes your fabric not feed smoothly and kind of shifts, and then it'll give you those wrinkles. So if you've ever used this and you have wrinkled fabric after you've sewn it and it's not flat, it's because this dial is too tight. Loosen it up some and then try it, because you just want your fabric to just flow. You don't want to have to struggle with sewing it, okay? Let me see if I have a safe ride home, Jess. Hey, Petra, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Stitches get stitches. Kristen, did I answer your question? I know that was like kind of quick, but don't be alarmed by all these extra stitches on the sewing machine, because your overcast, your zigzag, and your straight stitches are mainly the ones that you will be using throughout sewing anything. So y'all, I'm gonna have to change my presser foot. And if you saw my community tab the other day for Prime, I suggested that you get one of these screwdrivers for your sewing machine, because it gets you in those little places. And I am going to be honest, I love this little screwdriver, but sometimes I just use this, the part that comes off the thing. So what you want to do is, oh, I flipped it to the wrong way. You can use the screwdrivers that come with your sewing machine. So see, I just use it a little bit to unloosen it, and then I can take it off with my hand the rest of the way. So I'm just going to remove this foot because I can't use it and do zigzag stitching. Okay. So I'm going to put on my regular standard presser foot. And I really use this screwdriver to get to these screws right here that's on the plate of my sewing machine, because it helps you to turn and you have room to move around. Okay. So I just take off the little thing, this part, and then I just turn it with like that. And it's magnetic, right? So if you are taking your screws out, the screw should stay attached to this little part, and then you take it off. And when you use the regular ones that come with your sewing machine like this, they're not magnetic. And then how do they expect you to move all of this and see, like on this side, you can't even get to this screw with this. Let me see about, oh, they have a, this is a shorter one, and it still doesn't really fit. Okay, so that's why I'm saying get you one of these right angle screwdrivers and use it. Okay, even if you only use this part, even if you only use this, if you have an embroidery machine, these come in handy because you're underneath trying to fiddle with this, that, and the third, and this magnetic screw will hold on to whatever comes out. If it drops down into whatever you're working on, you're gonna have a hard time trying to get that out of there. So that's my spiel on that. Okay, we're about to do the burp cloth. Hey, Billy Sheffield, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Kristen, if you can, Smurf says she loves that thing is so crazy. Why I keep changing my face? Hey, Jennifer Ricci, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Keep changing the direction of my, look at that. Every time I press something, it keep moving. Okay, so this is the towel, the two towels. I am going to put, oh, where my cut edge? Oh, this is my cut edge. Okay, so I'm putting my two edges together. I'm changing to a zigzag stitch. I'm changing the length of my stitches to like maybe 3.5. Okay, all I want to do is connect them. The width of my zigzag, I'm going to do, let's do a 4 and see how that goes. I'm going to keep the same tension between the 3 and the 4, which is 3.5. And yeah, let's go. Oh, let me do this to 3. So my length is 3. My width is 4 for the zigzag stitch. And the tension is 3.5. Zigzag, and I have it on 3. Okay. Let's see how that goes. I just want to connect those two together. This is the same thing you do with your batting. If you have cut your batting and you just want to butt those two pieces together, this is how you do it. So let's see if this is going to be enough. And just in case there's somebody in the background who listening and maybe not saying nothing in the chat and feel that I'm not saying something correctly, let us know, because I'm not an expert on anything. Only thing I can give you guys is what I have learned and what I continue to learn as I sew. I don't know it all, and that's just what it is. Okay. I don't profess to be knowing everything. I don't. In all actuality, I just don't want to be that person either, because, oh, y'all, look how this stretched. So I'm gonna have to try to stretch my towel. I really think it's exhausting to be a know-it-all. That's just my opinion. I don't know, but maybe not. Maybe not. Baby, I don't want to work that hard. I'm telling you. Y'all, one of the towels, but it's okay. I got them to stay close. So y'all see, oh, I see what happened. I missed that. You see that hole down there? It's a hole down there. That's what happened. I missed that piece. So I don't think my length, I'm gonna do this to a 5 and see if I could catch it even more. Because this will be washed. So you want this to stay closed, okay? And it's not even because look, I didn't it just came down again, but it's okay. Thank you, Dimps. I appreciate you, Queen. So if I want a long cloth, just yes, cut off that end, Miss Evelyn. Look, y'all, it's still. How am I missing this? How am I missing this? Because I think it's torn, like the fabric. But I'm gonna go back and do it again. Miss Evelyn, what I did was I just cut off the edge of both of these towels, and now I'm just butting them up together. Now, y'all, this should not be 3 times now. We sewed this 3 times. If it still got a hole in it, guess what? We're going to call this the Holy Burp Cloth. The Holy Grill. But see, the fabric in the towel is thin. I guess from where I cut it. But it's okay. But it's sewn. It's there. Let me see if I'm missing anyone. Hey, Craftable Things. Welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Oh, and this is for anyone going to Applique Getaway. I just want you guys to know that I have been praying for your safe travels to and from the destination. Also for you guys to have an amazing time. I'm going to say that again. If you are going to Applique Getaway, enjoy the moment. Enjoy your time over there. And don't forget your girl like purple. Okay, if y'all see something purple and you know that, I would like it, call me. Okay, call me. I can send you some money. That's on period. Okay? So, we got that done. So now I'm just going to lay my towel down, which is the back of my burp cloth, okay? And then I'm going to get my burp cloth piece of fabric and just assume this is right side of the burp cloth, right? So I'm going to do right side to right side. Right side to right side. And then I'm just going to use a few pins or clips or whatever to hold this down. Wait, I need to do it on this side. Hold it down. Hey, busy making pretty things. Welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. I'm just pinning a couple of spots, you guys. That's it. And why do I want the towel part up, facing up? Because I want my machine to just feed the fabric. If I use this side, it's probably going to get caught up in my feed dogs and all that kind of jazz. So just to avoid all of that drama, okay? sew it this way. I mean, you do what you want. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Okay, and why I'm doing it. So I'm going to change my stitch back to a straight stitch. And my stitch length is going to be 2.5. Don't worry about the width when you use the straight stitches because that don't matter. And my tension is 3.5. I normally don't touch my tension too much. And then you just back stitch and sew around. Why is you over there when I got you over here? Why is you over there? Hey, SDM Randall. And so I'm just going to follow the curve of the towel. Oh, y'all did say y'all wanted to see what I made the other day, huh? Y'all said that. I think y'all did. Oh, I have a 90 14 needle in here. So I'm using a jean needle for this. You don't have to. So I'm coming back up to the other side. You in New Orleans right now, girl. But you didn't call me. And then the other day when you did, it was like the day before. And I was just like, girl, who could just get up and I know I can't. I gotta come. I gotta see you the next time you come to New Orleans. Hello, NJ. Welcome in, Queen. All right, so y'all, these projects are really quick, but y'all know I talk a lot. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be silent. Be sewing silently. But I'm not. Okay. And I'm staying just on the other side of the seam that's on the towel. That's already on the towel. All right, so now I'm coming up to the beginning. Wait a minute, y'all. I sewed the whole thing. Hold up now. I sewed the whole thing shut. Hold on. Let's see if we're going to be able to get this thing out of here. I doubt it. Y'all, I only got this. Wait. I only got that little bitty hole. I don't know what. Normally, I put 2 pins, different colors, to tell me when to stop. And I didn't do that. So take out the good old seam ripper and make yourself a hole. That is funny. Okay. That's what I get for talking too much. So I just need a hole big enough to turn this in right side out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my edges and I'm just going to trim this off. All this extra fabric. They under the card of the song. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Thank you, girl. And Kristen, I reached over there and got all those pins and whatnot. I still never seen that those nippers. Baby, I don't know. And they bright orange, so I should be able to see that. I saw some purple ones the other day, so I don't know. I might have to order me some because it seems like the only color that grabs my attention is something that's purple. Hey, Elba. Welcome in, Queen. Kristen, yes. Change the needle size. Yes, yes, yes. You received your hat today? Good, Elba. You going to post it in the Facebook group? And again, congratulations. Oh, I'm going to show y'all the one that I did. Oh, y'all can see it over there. It's right over there on the side of the table. I made this one for my son out of two of his old like cotton shirts. That was expensive in my eyes, baby. But this is it. And so this is the blue jean. And then this is his shirt. Blue jean. This was another one of his shirts. It's called Denim and Flowers. So I took the label out of the shirt and just put it on the hat. That's the name of the brand, Denim and Flowers. So, and then this is the reverse side. And so for the labels, y'all know my labels are purple, and then I have some that's kind of like white. Well, I didn't want that to be like a, to hinder the aesthetics of the bucket hat. So what I did was I took a piece of his shirt right there, and then I used a Sharpie, and then I signed my name on it, and then I heated it so that it will stay. I'm sure eventually it'll wash out, but for right now, this is what it is. And then I also made this one. So this one is a rendition of the one that I made with Patrice, Eve, and Marilyn. So this was a button-down shirt, pink, and then of course the leopard, and then the pink fabric button-down shirt right here. And then when you flip it, the leopard is in the front, then the heart is in the back or front, or whichever way you want to wear it, and then just some jeans. Two. So it's 3 different colors of jeans on this. Okay. And yeah, y'all, I guess I'm in my bucket hat making era season or whatever. I don't know. But ever since we made those bucket hats online, I've been getting people wanting me to make bucket hats. I love anything custom. And yeah. Okay, so I got my opening. Thank you, Jesse. NJ, you can do it. You can do it. Go back and watch the live. I know the live takes a little longer for you to get through it. If you want to watch the live, if not, find somebody on YouTube that have a video explaining to you how to make the bucket hats. To me, once you have the fabric cut out, it's kind of not, it's not hard. Thank you, Queen. I've made 5 so far. Elba, I love them, and I want to make the children's one where I have a request to make a child's bucket hat. Come on out of here now. Fabulous custom bucket hat era. Okay, Miss Evelyn, I love that. One for my niece, hubby, and I have pending for me. Okay, Elba in her bucket hat era. Now, don't be looking at my stitches, the one that I sent you, the one that you won. Don't be inspecting it all, you know, close and personal. Just wear it. That's it. Wear it. Okay, so I got it undone. So you're going to take something and kind of like get this out of here, right? Get the edges out as smooth as you can. I'm just going to use my fingers. Ooh, I left too much on this. It's kind of thick right there. All right, and so where my opening is, I'm just going to fold it onto itself, and then I'm just going to do a little top stitchy, a little top stitch. Now, you can put your labels, like if you have tags, you know, for the clothes and stuff that you make, you can put your label on this. I want to design me some more labels, but I want them to be a little bit smaller than the ones that I have. All right, and then I'm a back stitch. Now, you can go all the way around top stitching. You don't have to top stitch this. But I say if you know that this is going to be machine washed a lot, which is a birth cloth, so if the baby spit up, then top stitch it all the way around. But this is what we have, y'all. So this is our birth cloth, and it can be washed. All right. So we are on to the pillow. How long we been on? An hour and 22 minutes. If I wasn't talking so much, we probably would have been done. Anywho. All right. So we're going to take one of our panels and fold it in half. Fold it in half. If I can get it in half. And then we're going to sew it down. Back stitch. And then hold on, I'm gonna just fold this one, and you're gonna do the same thing with the other one. And you're folding them right sides together. So fold it in half, right sides together. Just like that. Okay. And I'm just going to sew straight down. Y'all remember when I told y'all that that fabric wasn't even on the table? It wasn't. I'm just going to cut a little bit of the seam allowance off. Not a lot, just a little. And you can use your rotary cutter for this so it could be straight and even and whatnot and whatnot. My purpose on this live is just to show you how to do it. You take all the time you need to get yours done perfect and correct, okay? And I'm just going to sew straight down on this one as well. I should have pinned my fabric. But I'm not gonna worry about it. See how this, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna let it stop me. I'm gonna cut that mess off and keep on going. Okay? Whatever don't line up. Because guess what? It's gonna be on the inside. I'm just gonna cut it off. You can measure it again if you want to. Your girl ain't doing all of that. I keep telling y'all, sometimes y'all gotta be so perfect till you ain't doing nothing. Y'all let that hinder you. I ain't gonna let it hinder me. All right, so what I'm gonna do is open this up just like this. So it's folded in half. I sewed that edge, and now I'm going to open it up and let my seam be in the middle of my fabric, just like this. And then I'm going to open up the other one and let my seam be in the middle, just like this. All right. And they are still right sides together. So my pretty side to pretty side. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take up. Let me get in the thing. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to bring y'all down just a little bit, if I can. Okay. I'm going to take this seam. So this is my sewn part right here. I'm going to take this seam. I'm going to take this seam of the other one, and I'm going to match them up. So pretty side to pretty side, but two different pieces. And then I'm going to pin this down. Okay. And then I'm going to keep going around. So I'm just matching all of this up. Just keep going around, matching all of this up. And so this is about the half. I should have did a notch, but I didn't. I'm going to pin this. And then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and I'm going to start stitching it all the way around. Always try to start where your seams are. Do a couple of back stitches. Adjust this as you go. And so now I'm going to stop. Take my needle out. Okay, take my needle out. Just for a moment. Because what I want to do is and I'm probably going to confuse the heck out of somebody, but it's going to be all right. Take this and then stuff this inside. Once you get a few stitches around your circle, stuff it so that you don't get caught up in sewing the wrong thing, okay? So now it's pretty side to pretty side is stuffed in. You can stuff it in the beginning, or you can do what I did. It don't matter. So now I'm just going to put it around the arm of my sewing machine. And I'm just going to sew all the way around. Y'all, I think I'm gonna have to change the feed dogs on my sewing machine. Can y'all see that fabric bunching up? It's like, yeah, it's like my feed dogs, or they moving or something. I mean, they supposed to move, but they not doing what they supposed to do. All right, so I'm coming back to the beginning. I did a few little back stitches and I'm taking this off. So now I'm coming to the other end. I'm coming to the other end. I'm going to do the same exact thing, but I got to make sure that I don't sew this shut. So let me put a couple of pins in here so I can stop sewing. We don't want the same drama that we just went through. Normally I try to do the same color, but I'm just going to use these two pins, so I'm going to just use that. So now I'm going to start sewing it down. Wait, what do you mean change the feet? Yeah, Kristen, you can replace them. They could be replaced. Any part on your sewing machine probably could be replaced. My feed dog, I guess they done had it with me, child. And so with the seams, I'm just going to push one seam to this side and one seam to this side so that it doesn't be so bulky. You can trim the seams down if you would like, and or, you know, cut them out and whatnot. So I'm coming up to my other pin. And I did a couple of back stitches. Took the pins out. Okay, I'm flipping it. I'm flipping it. Hey, Ruji. Hey, PIA. Welcome in, Queen. Do y'all see the hole, the inside? Okay, so I'm just going to stuff this. Let me get my polyfill, my clearance polyfill from Walmart. Okay, baby, when I saw that $17, I was like, let me get it. I should have gotten both of the boxes, but let me tell y'all, the other box was open, and psychologically I'm like, am I losing some of the polyfill? I need the box to be closed in my mind. I need to know that it's full to the top, because, you know, what if some kid or something went in there and just start taking polyfill out the box and then they just closed it up and I lost some of my pounds. No, we're not doing that. Okay. I need all 10 pounds of this polyfill. I need something to open Is that just, hey, Miss Diane, welcome in, Queen. Is that just me? Am I the only one? Y'all don't say I'm the only one because y'all want to leave me by myself. You just, y'all just do. I don't know why. Want to leave me by myself. I'm trying to take it, open the plastic. Let me show y'all when you open it. Then you ask for a discount. It was already discounted, Ruji. It was on clearance. I'm trying to take the thing out. You the same way? Yep. Box and packages must be sealed. Yes. Psychologically, it's like I'm losing something or something that happened. I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want to rip the thing because I need the plastic in order to kind of like tie it back up. So hold on, y'all. I may be able to get it out of here. Let's see if I can find something to help me. Oh, y'all, the bag already torn. Okay. Eventually, I'll get in it. Hey, Miss Cheryl Noyce. Welcome in, Queen. Your shirt looks cute with your dick. Thank you, Miss Petra. It's a dress. It's a blue jean dress. And yes, this is one of the flowers that I made. This is the other one. This is the one we made on the live. Y'all didn't see me make this one, but I did. I made this one on the live. Oh, y'all let me know if y'all want to see what I worked on for 2 days this week. Stress me out, honey. All right, we got our polyfill. And so now you just feel it. You don't want to feel it like to the top or, feel your thing real. Just put as much as you would like. Put as much as you would like. And when you first put it in, go to the bottom. Let that go to the bottom. And I just kind of like break mine up a little bit. Make it somewhat a little bit more fluffy. And so you just keep stuffing until you get it all filled up. Miss Petra, I've been having this dress for over 10 years, girl. I found this dress at Sam's Club 10 years ago. About 10. It might be longer than that. Y'all, I'm one of those people. I don't get rid of my clothes. Like if they last and I consider this dress to be a quality dress, even though I got it at Sam's Club. I don't know, where it came from, like whatever. But I've been having this dress for over 10 years and I have washed it a lot of times. I've worn it a lot of times over the years. And I have never had an issue with this dress. Ever. It is so comfortable. And it got pockets, so you can't beat that. Kristen, good night. Look, Kristen, this is all we doing. Stuffing it. And then your arm goes in there like this. And the baby, and I'm going to show y'all my baby too. I'm going to bring my baby out and let her lay on my arm. Yes, Petra. And there is nothing against anybody who buy things from Shein, whatever you call it, Rainbow, Temu, TikTok Shop, all that stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Because sometimes you just want a certain color and they the only ones that have it. You want a certain style, they the only ones that have it. But I was always brought up, when you buy somewhat quality clothing, they last you a lifetime as long as you take care of them. Now, I used to buy, I still do. Let me not say used to. I buy kind of, expensive shoes because I don't want my feet hurting when I go somewhere, right? And the climate, and I didn't have this problem till I moved to Louisiana. The climate that I live in, it dry rottens my shoes. So can you imagine spending X amount of dollars for some shoes, and then like maybe 2 years later, 3 years later, you can't wear them no more because the humidity and the weather and the whatevers and the whatever and the moisture in the air and all that stuff made them not wearable. When I say the very first time it did that, I lost 7 real leather jackets because I was into my leather back then, because I used to ride motorcycles. I still do. And I would buy leather jackets from the Wilson Company all the time, right? When I tell you the leather jackets, the leather purses, the leather shoes, the leather, like I was livid. But what can you do? Even my leather sofa. So now I kind of just buy when I need it. Like, I don't want nothing just sitting up for years. And I bought those little silicone packs after that happened, of course. And it's not good enough. I've bought dehumidifiers. Yeah, it's just not good enough. That's right, NJ. Yes. Sam's have great clothes. It's a mess in Florida. Oh, I thought I'm not gonna hold y'all. I never had that issue in Houston, in Texas, as hot as it is. And when I lived in Atlanta, I never had that issue. But for this Louisiana, whatever it is, got your girl in the chokehold, okay? Because and I'm not saying any of this to brag, but I normally buy my shoes from Nordstrom's because I'm telling y'all, I don't like for my feet to hurt. And I'm one of those people that, I'm sure y'all probably know this by now, that I don't like to look like everybody else. And so I will shop at places where I know that my friends don't shop and stuff like that. So, yeah. I've had good leather tennis shoes, like some, I'm not going to say the name, but I've had some good tennis shoes, leather tennis shoes, and the bottom have come off. After, it's not the first year, but maybe about two or 3 years of having them, I can no longer wear them and I have to throw it in the trash, and that makes me mad. It happened to a couple of your shoes, girl. Boots in their, oh, okay, Evelyn. All right, y'all. So I'm going to just call this field. I may could use a little bit more, but I need to be able to put it under the sewing machine and close in this hole. You can hand stitch this if you would like, but I'm going to try to get it under the machine if I can. If I can't, I'm going to just use some safety pins or something for right now just so you guys could see how it works. I mean, how it's supposed to be, I guess. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Holla if you hear me. I got the hiccups. Holla if, oh, y'all on this thing. Y'all need to be on this. I was about to get into my ratchetness. I got the hiccups. Holla if you hear me. I got the hiccups. Holla if you hear me. Okay. Oh, y'all don't forget to let me, God dog it. Don't forget to let me show y'all what I've been working on for the past couple of days. And I'm gonna have to make or find a better way of doing it, because the way that I did it was off the top of my head, and baby, that ain't it. That ain't the answer. Can y'all see what okay, I'm just trying to get the edges to fold over onto themselves just so I can do a little straight stitch. It's gonna be a little difficult to get it under the machine. Yep, I ain't gonna be able to get it under the machine. Let me see. But y'all know me, to keep from having to hand sew. I'm gonna figure this out. Maybe I might have to just hand sew it, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it under the machine. Okay, so I am going to just safety pin this for right now. But don't forget, you probably gonna have to hand sew this to close it. It's not, mine is not fitting under the machine. I'm just gonna pin it so y'all can see how to use it. These are quilting pins. And so what you can do after you've made your pillow, your birth cloth, and your, oh, we didn't finish the pacifier holder, you guys. Okay, this is the pacifier holder. Hold on. And what you're gonna do is you need some type of ribbon, okay? Some type of ribbon for the pacifier holder. I'm gonna call this good, this amount. You can measure it if you choose to. So the side that we have open, remember we just did a stitch right here and a stitch on this end. You're gonna take your ribbon and feed it into this opening and kind of spread that out. So it should look like this. You see how it's not directly on top of one another? It's kind of like one on this side and one on that side. And so now I'm just gonna top stitch this backwards and forwards to lock in this ribbon. I don't have a pacifier to show you. And just do it a couple of times so you know that the ribbon is secured in there. Sorry, y'all, I almost forgot about the little thing. Okay, and so with my snaps, I'm just gonna, let me see if I can remember how to do this, y'all. Hey, Glenn, welcome in. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so I think the white part goes over here. Nope, the white part must go here. Okay, y'all, wait. It's a female and a male, right? Okay, so I need one female and 1 male. Right? 1 female and 1 male. How do I? Do you clamp them? They don't go together, right? I mean, do you clamp them together? Oh, shoot. I don't remember how to do this. So if I clamp this, I'm doing one side at a time, right? Okay, let me go to the chat because I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, J3, welcome in, King. Somebody help your girl out because I don't know what I'm doing. I got a female in here. One side at a time, I think. Haven't done it in years. I know, Miss Evelyn. I got a female in here, right? Oh, wait. So, am I doing this? Okay. I think I do this and clamp the female on one end and then clamp the male and the white piece on the other end. Okay. PIA says one at a time. So am I saying that right, PIA? Like this with the mouth. Let me get in here. The mouth or the teeth, and then the female, and then clamp it, and then the male and the teeth for the next one. So why am I using this? Oh, I know why. I don't know why I'm putting this in here, y'all. I'm thinking, oh, I know why. Because on this end of the pacifier holder is where you would put a clamp to hook it onto the baby's clothes. And I don't have a clamp. So in my mind, I was thinking if I put the snap and then snap this like that, you can unsnap it and then put maybe another piece of ribbon or something. And then, no, why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. You forget. Hey, gardening is great. Welcome in, Queen. I don't think I need this, y'all. What I should do is just fold this over and then sew this down. Oh boy, I don't know. Like, so this end is supposed to hook onto the baby's clothes, but I don't have the hook. Should I put a D-ring on the back of this? That's all I really have. Like, I could take that off and use this D-ring, but then still, how would they hook it onto the baby's clothes? Okay, let me come to the chat. Hey, Miss Debbie, welcome in, Queen. Hey, Creating with Tuck, welcome in, Queen. Should I put the snap, and that way you could just open it and close when you get the little part to put the thing on the baby's clothes? I don't know, y'all. I'm just thinking that Nobody got help. Nobody got any recommendations. Y'all, I'm thinking. I don't know what to do. If I should just put the snaps in there where they can snap and unsnap. But they still need something to be able to hook it onto the baby's clothes. Huh. PIA said I would put a snap onto the open, the open and close. But you know, PIA still needs this other part, like that little thing that have the elastic in it, like the, like on the end of a lanyard or something like that, where it kind of like moves elastic in the thing. But with the pacifier, the pacifier have a hole on both sides. What you're gonna do is just take this ribbon, put it in the hole, and then once you get it in the hole, you're gonna loop it like this and pull that through, and the pacifier will be on the end. Okay. If you don't have the hardware, you can finish it another time. Okay, Evelyn, Miss Evelyn. So I don't need the snaps, right? Because what's going to end up happening is on this end, it's like that yo-yo kind of like, I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. I don't know what it's called. So I'm just going to, but I showed you how to do it. And then that way you can do it yourself. But you will have to get that card to put in here to put on the baby's clothes, okay? To snap it on the baby's clothes. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys what we did today. So this would be the pacifier holder once it's complete with the hardware. Hey, Dunzel, welcome in, King. Hey, Miss Anita Haskins. And then this is the Burp cloth. So this is the front. Oh, I got you upside down. This is the front. And then the cloth part is on the back. And let me show y'all how to use this pillow. Hold on. Let me put myself big. Let me go get my baby. Y'all want to see my baby? Okay. Remember, I just put the pins. I did not, I didn't sew it down yet. I'm going to have to hand sew it. And so if you are a nursing mom, this is what you're going to do. Y'all see it? And so I'm just going to nurse my baby. And then his or her head is comfortable. It's not sweating or none of that. Okay? This is what you do. Y'all like it or no? Y'all like it or, oh, come on, polyfield box all in the way. And then, oh, I didn't cut that thread, but it's okay. Then I got my burp cloth over here. So when I finish feeding my baby, okay, then I can just go right here and I can burp her, okay, or him. And then if I had my pacifier hardware, it would be attached to her shirt. And then once she start crying, baby, I just put that pacifier in her mouth and be like, girl, be quiet. Nobody want to hear all that. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. So this is the set, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all. Pacifier clips, they are the same as suspender clips. Okay, Miss Joyce Adams. Thank you for that information. Hold on, let me put that on the screen. Wait, wrong one. Okay, so yeah, that's what we got. So now I'm done. My set is made. Okay, let me put my baby down. Don't y'all talk about her bald head. She got a lot. She got enough hair for me. Okay, she was born like that. Be quiet, Candy. Girl, be quiet. Nobody want to hear that. Okay, so I'm done. I'm done. So I want to know if you guys want to know what I've been working on for the past 2 days. I think y'all probably answered me. Y'all probably like, girl, we didn't answer that question already. Get to it. No. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, I'm asking you again. And while I'm doing that, I'm about to stir y'all up when I can find my knife that I use. In my cup. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, Mr. Bammit. Welcome in, King. Okay. What if I got twins? Then you make 2 of these, Mr. Bammit. One for this arm and one for the other arm. Twins. Okay? I don't know how you're going to hold them both at the same time and feed them, but hey, whatever. Let me see. Yes, Miss Joyce, fast and quick. They are fast, really. I just talk a lot. Okay, they fast. I promise you. Once you cut it out, you just sew. It's real easy. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. So y'all know what to do if y'all want to see what I've been working on. Wear the purple hearts in the chat. If you don't know how to put purple hearts in the chat, baby, put some number 5s or put some, I don't know, something in sequence in the chat. Over here, we do purple hearts because everything is royalty over here, baby. Everything we do. Okay? Put some purple hearts. And I'm going to show y'all what I've been working on. Oh, and like I was saying, hey, Kenneth Wilkerson and Chris Wilkerson, welcome in. I'm going to try my best to perfect this because I don't like, anytime you do something for the first time, it's going to take you a long time to do it. Whether you have a pattern, don't have a pattern, whether you sketched it out yourself, it's going to take you a long time to construct whatever it is that you're constructing for the very first time because you don't know what you're doing. I don't care if you've been sewing for 40 years. If it's your first time doing that particular project, it's going to take you forever to figure out how it's supposed to go together or how you would like for it to go together. Okay? Let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Yes or no in the chat. Am I right in saying that no matter how long you've been sewing, when you sew something for the very first time, it takes you a longer time to finish that project versus something you've been sewing for the last 15 years. You could probably do it with your eyes closed. Okay? So I'm going to continue to work on what it is I'm working on because I want to be able to sit down at my sewing machine and not think about what it is I have to do to complete the project that I'm working on. And right now, being that I am trying so many different things, I don't know, like I'm just doing this and doing that. I'm really doing a lot of different things to see what I like or what I love or what I will love, what I'm going to be able to fall in love with. That's where I'm at on this sewing journey. Okay. And right now, what y'all think is winning? I want to know if y'all, let me see if y'all even know me. Y'all come over here, y'all listen to all my shenanigans. What y'all think is winning as far as what I like in my sewing room? Like, it could be machines, it could be threads, it could be fabrics, it could be a heat press. Like, I don't know what y'all think it is. Let me know. And I'm trying to see if somebody over here knows me. Y'all see this stuff steady rising in this package? You got to try to fluff it back down to get it back in the box. Passionately Intrigued Arts. And you know this, man. All right. So, with that being said, just in case you missed the bag that I made last week, I'm going to show it to you again because some of you are new here. So this is the bag that I made last week, and I absolutely love it. There is a pocket in the front, and there's a pocket with the snap, the magnetic snap, and there's a pocket on the inside. I just got a shirt in there just to make it fluffy. And then it's satin material inside, okay? So this is the bag that took me forever to make last week. But it has these triangle corners. And this is what makes this bag unique to itself. The triangle little things on the edge. I mean, on the side of the bag. All right. And so I fell in love with this. There was no pattern. I followed the video. That's it. Okay. So with that being said, I was like, let me try my own. Even though I do a lot of stuff, I love denim. I love denim. Okay. See, have a good day, Miss Kelly. Have a good day, Queen. Hey, Robin's Creations. Is she here? Yep, PIA. I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. Naturally lovely. Welcome in, Queen. You chiming in to be nosy, Miss Robin? Okay, let me take this down. Hold on. And then I'm going to show y'all this new bag that I worked on this weekend or this week. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, this weekend. And the process was long. But anywho, here it is. This is what I worked on this weekend. And y'all, I absolutely love it. Can I find other things to do with this bag? Absolutely. Can I add some more things to this bag? Absolutely. I didn't cut the threads. But I absolutely love, okay? So the straps are the waistband of some jeans. And I left this, you know, the button that you button the pants up with, I've left that on. I also left how you adjust the pants with those buttons on the inside of the strap of the waistband. I left that on there because to me, it brings character. And then nobody else is probably doing that. So you see, this is the adjustable waistband. Like if your jeans are too small, too big, you can move these little things around. It's on the inside of the bag, right? And how cool is this, girl? Wait a minute. I just thought about something. I could take my baby pacifier and hook it to my bag and not lose my baby pacifier. Okay, yeah. All right. Anywho, and so the inside has a pocket, and I just did the inside with a pop of color. The lining was some bed sheets that I had gotten from the thrift store. They just blue and white bed sheets. And if you have been to my channel a long time, maybe last year, a year before, I used that blue and white bed sheet to make hospital gowns. Mm-hmm. I was commissioned to make a hospital gown for a person. And I used the bed sheet blue and white because it was for a man. And a lot of times I don't buy a lot of men fabric. Okay, sorry. I just don't. But this is my bag. And I love it, y'all. This is the bottom. This is the bottom. And so, oh, I got a question. Hold up now, because I'm going to put it up here. Let me make this big. Hold up. And I need y'all to be tuned in, looking at this bag, and tell me what you see. Y'all ready? Let me know. Say ready in the chat, because I need y'all to be paying attention to the screen. You're going to have to really look at it. Let me move this because y'all looking all back there. Let me try to get y'all to the white wall. The semi-white wall. The semi-white wall. The semi-white wall. Oh, okay. I'm on live. I'm sorry. Hey, this is my channel. I do what I want. When I want. Y'all ready? Okay. So I'm about to bring the purse to the front. And you tell me, wrong side, this side. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Okay, the hearts are obvious. What else do you see? Belt loops on the heart. Okay. I'm looking for something specific. When I tell y'all what this is, y'all gonna be like, what? Oh, okay. And the reason I'm showing you this and telling you this is because everybody who creates things, whatever they creating, it tells a story. Or it has some meaning to it. Trim from bottom of the jeans. Nope. The bottom cuff. Nope. Hem of the pants. Nope. Nope. I'm about to tell y'all. If y'all want me to tell y'all what it is, put a number 5 in the chat. Real quick, like 5. Put a number 5 in the chat. That's it. If you can't figure it out. Back of the zipper. Nope. You see the zipper though. You see the zipper right there. I'm telling you, when I tell you, y'all gonna be like, what? Okay, so here it is. Let me make sure that I'm in the camera. See no evil. Speak no evil. And the 2 things on the side is hear no evil. So those are covering up the ears on the heart. And this is the face of the heart. See no evil. This one just has the mouth. Speak no evil. You would have never figured it out. I think you would have. But you have to look in the details. You have to look in the details. So don't just think of it as just a bag, right? I mean, it is. But it's telling a story, or it has a meaning behind it. And that's the meaning of this bag. Baby, ain't nobody else got it. I'm telling you, they ain't got this. Look at it's matching my dress. Baby, let's go. Let's go to the mall. Let's go downtown. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for coming in to the chat. Thank you for being here. Hey, Shamika H. Welcome in, Queen. I almost missed you. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my channel. And y'all liking my shorts? Y'all so nosy, but I love it, and I love you. And until next time, Tuesday, 3:30 Central Standard Time, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your work week.